There we go. There we go. My gosh. Well, we're gonna go late today, so it's all good. We're gonna go late. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. How is everybody? What's up? What's going on? Cool KL. Sorry I'm late, guys. Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late. Got caught up with a thumbnail issue. It kept making a different version of me. I'm like, what the heck, man? Like it's like not even me, bro. One made my nose like my nose is already big enough, and it made my nose like out to here, and I'm like, gosh, like what are you doing? I'm having a blessed dude, Griffin, dude. I want you to stick around forever. Do you understand? Like at forever. Same with Christina. You guys are just awesome. Just got done walking with my dogs and my family. Picked up green juice. Just running around with my head cut off. There we go. We got that green power drink. Thank you, Eric. I will. I will. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate that. I'll give you good news. I'm down. What is it? I'm down. I'm down 9.5 pounds. So something's working. I mean, I didn't really change much. I just stayed consistent. And but like I've done nothing. What I'm trying to say is I've done nothing different over a year, and finally I'm losing weight. Like it just like stuck forever. I don't know what that is. What's up, Paul, brother? How are you, man? Tyler, good afternoon. Just so you guys know, all the current one-on-one people, I'm hooking up with an additional 5 days that were in the 30 days because of a situation that I was dealing with. So just don't think I was quiet on purpose. I just want you guys to know that I'm not forgetting about you or anything like that. Yeah, the walks are helpful. It's not fast. It's not like when I was like 15 years old and I could lose 10 pounds in a week. Now, it's like hey, over months and months of consistency, you'll be rewarded with 5 pounds of fat loss. You know, or it's 9, but it just wasn't like overnight, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I like the slow way, anyways, because maybe it won't come back as fast, right? I'm gonna go ahead and deal with that. But just so you guys know, all the students that are during their 30 days, just know I'm hooking you up with an additional 5 days, and I plan on literally going crazy with you guys today. So just know that. I just had to get a bunch of stuff dealt with. Big freaking I had to stop something from happening. It was kind of crazy. But that's it. I'm not going to go public with that. I'm just getting this straw in here. And no, we're not trading USD CAD. I'm just in a buy right now. So let's see if it. I'm broke even on that. So we'll see if it. I'm at about 4%, but I moved my stop up. I'm hoping it pushes up. We'll see. Let me switch to futures. I'm in Q. There we go. All right. What direction do you think we're going today? I don't even have to look at this, right? Well, technically we do because it might be bouncing right now. Looks like it bounced off this 1 hour block. I didn't even look. Like I have not even looked at the market today at all. I just know that I'm on my new 150K funded in front of you right now as we speak. On the I think. Well, let me check. Trade. Log in. Are you going to do that to me? What do you mean Dreams LT? I didn't want that one. How do I log out of this stupid thing? Let's go on that one. Let's see if that one works. Okay. Roll forward. Let's do that. All right, let's try that again. Can we just go in, please? There we go. Brand new 150K account. Brand new 150K account. This is on a PA. PA Apex. Let's go. Let's see if we can make some money. Me, not you. Me. Let me share this out. Actually, I got to share this to my people real quick. Make sure everybody gets on here. Let's see. Go dashboard. How's everybody's day going, by the way? I'm blessed. I slept so well. I won my pool tournament last night. I destroyed everybody. I'm in second place out of the whole league, out of 300 and some players, for the highest level of 9-ball, that's pretty cool. I might, if I do what I did last night, next week I will be number one, baby. I'll be MVP. and the funniest thing is, I actually don't care at all. Like that, I think that's what makes me so good. Is like these other people, like they're playing like 4 or 5 nights a week. I play like once a week. Half the time I don't even want to go. And I'm like, oh, but then when I'm there, I get like zoned in. I'm just like, I'm going to destroy you. You know, there's just like, but it's like me versus, it's kind of like trading. It's like me versus myself, you know? Let me get this out to everybody. There we are. Right now, boom, and boom, boom. There we go. Cool. Me versus myself. That's it. Yeah, please like the video. That helps me out a lot. Good to see you, Paul. What's new with you, buddy? March Madness has begun. It's a great day. Let's go. All right. All right. You're just casually winning live. I'm trying. You know. That's all we can. That's all we could do, man. You know. That's all we could do. All right, so this does look like buys for now, or potentially. I mean, or we could sell. Like, hold on. So we can go deeper into this block. I'm gonna turn off this pulse X. It's not needed right now. In fact, you're probably getting some false moves actually happening if you did that, because it didn't go that deep into the block. I mean, you could have maybe made some from here to here, but. Yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to sell until we can't sell anymore because we don't have any. Well, no, we broke. Never mind. I can't do that because we broke right here. We had a lower low, lower high, or higher high, higher low. This could be the higher low. So I don't really want to sell deeper into this. Well, never mind. We had a lower low. See, this is what I mean. Like, this could get confusing. We just had a lower low, so I'll sell on this. I'm going to sell on this. All right, so out of this block, 5 minute. This will be my first move off of this funded. We'll see what we could do. And let me ask Jericho what it said to do, because I'm going to follow what Jericho says to do. Based off my AI search, or my my past trades. Let me just do this. Apex funded. Chat. I'm fun. Oh. Gotta push here. I'm funded $150,000 based off of what you know about me. How should I trade this and what risk? All right. So I don't want to think. I just want this to tell me what to do. Awesome, Saints. Passing that evaluation made in my 90% win rate, profit factor 6.21. To be completely transparent, I didn't add like 3 of my losses, but I still passed, so I just didn't add it. Felt bored. Crap shoot. Just give me the freaking thing. You must ignore the crap shoot strategies, future stacking, random flip. What? Future stacking is great. So now I'm going to talk Jericho about that, because I've never said anything bad about future stacking. Stick only with stair stepper into 1 hour block, and that's what we're kind of doing. Or the fair value. So we're doing a stair stepper down. If that setup doesn't appear, you don't trade. You've proven you can do this. You previously mentioned that losing 3 trades in a row makes you feel like another $100 down the drain. I don't remember saying this. I'm gonna have to talk to Jericho because I think it's pulling up somebody else's. I think it's pulling someone else's information. Maybe it's because I'm admin. I'm gonna make sure about that. Actually, I'm gonna put something in right now. Make sure that it's not messing up here. Okay, but I'm about to sell. At 750, a loss doesn't trigger the I lost my house panic response. Oh, that's right. I was joking around with it. Okay, I remember I was joking with it, trying to give you guys examples. Oh, that's right. Okay, I should create a new one. I should just like have it forget everything I ever did, so I could actually get a fair shot at this. The bank. See, I don't have a freaking job now. So 750. Okay, that's all I want to know. 750. I'll risk 750 a trade. I'm just going to do what it says. And we're going to start like this. All right, 1 minute. All right, here we go. I'm going to look for an entry here. I'll just probably enter right here. Stop's kind of big, but we're moving pretty heavy right now. So let me just kind of go like that. Limit order. Stop loss. TP. Now this is a 150, so I'm doing 750 on a 150. So, you know, you could calculate what you would do, and I'm not telling you how to risk your stuff. I'm just saying this is what I'm doing. All right, I'm not using Pulse X here either. So we need 750, 5, 7, 8. We'll do 7 micro. Not even a big deal. Live stream. All right, here we go. Joked around too much, dude. I forget. Yeah, I've joked around way too much. Yeah, you can't. You got to be serious with it and give it good data. 15-second is BS, but overall trend is bearish. Yeah, just hit VWAP and then down. Is it on VWAP? Good to know. Let's check. Pretty close. Yeah, right up here, just bounced. Right. So we should at least hit this yellow, I'd think. The second, that's 2 bands away from VWAP. So we're just waiting now. Meanwhile, I'm going to send this out to my members, Voxer. Here we are here. Not in any trade right now, guys. Don't be jumping the gun. Ultimately, if we start breaking up, I'll be looking for buys essentially because you know how the drill. So if it breaks up, I'd love to see this one broke. If it broke up here, I'd wait for some kind of liquidity to be taken because it took all this, and then come down and look for an entry in this area. This right here is single-handedly one of the biggest reasons I see people fail. They'll come up here and they're buying at the top, right? Or they'll sell up here thinking, okay, it's going down now, but they got to understand where they're at on the grand scheme of things. You know, so I'd rather see liquidity taken, pulled back, reject some kind of a block here, and then some kind of reason to enter here. That's like you're going to be your best bet, right? So you enter when it's discounted a little bit, right? You don't want to enter at premium. That's like that's like a tiny version of that, but you know. I keep forgetting I have mine on regular trading hours. It hit VWAP location. Yeah. What is this? Electronic trading hours, regular trading. I don't know what the difference. Like I've always just kept it on that. I've never changed that in my life. Does anybody else change that? Is that like a thing that people change? Like I've just never changed it. You know, you'd start selling. Yeah. Definitely lost accounts because of that in the past. Yeah, I mean, because a lot of people to put their stop here, or they won't use a stop at all, and then they enter here, and then it comes down. They're like, crap, and then my stop's down here. You know, so you got to have protection. You got to have some kind of protection to happen. You know, let's look if we got another thing to break. Okay, we got a lower. This is great, actually. We got a that, but I'm going to keep the same size stop just in case it comes and liquidates me, right? So I could make smaller stop. I used to be like, oh man, I could make more by using a smaller stop or nah. I don't need to make every penny, you know, and it doesn't have to go that far to do decent. Like just to make basically $700, which may not be like a lot to you, but you got to think about it like this too. How long does it take at your normal job to make $700? You know? People act like they make, you know, thousands and thousands a day, but they're making 5,000 a month. You got to put things into perspective. So like if I, you know, and I'm talking about stop size. So if I only got a 1-to-1 out of that and only made $700, you got to be like, oh crap, that would have taken me a whole week at my job. So maybe that's the perspective that you should do, because this whole like Instagram, YouTube thing makes everybody feel like, oh, I should be rich by now. Well, to get to that point, and I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you like, I'm just telling you how I got to where I'm at is because I realized that there's no cheating the system. There's no get rich quick. There's no single strategy that's going to make you wealthy. What makes you wealthy is managing risk and not being greedy and being patient. That's it. And then if you can stick with being patient and waiting for A+ setups only and focusing and controlling your emotions, which by the way, your emotions get better and you can handle things a lot more once you do all those things, once you experience all those things, right? But how you make this work is you expand your capital. I'm not saying your real capital because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm saying your prop firm capital. Okay. You do whatever you want with that information. I'm just saying this. Okay. If you can trade prop firms and be successful with prop firms, you can be successful with anything you want. And that's what people don't realize. Actually, the people that say, well, trade your own money. I do trade my own money, but like, why wouldn't you want to leverage or have the potential to leverage millions of other? That's just risk. I'm just spreading out my risk, right? And any wealthy, rich person actually knows that. So whenever I hear that, I know for a fact it's usually a middle-class person. Maybe they make 120, 130,000. And no, this isn't offense to anybody. I'm saying they feel like they're wealthy, but they're really not. So they're like, look at me with my $20,000, $30,000 account. I don't need to trade a prop. Dude, you don't understand it. That's the problem. Sorry. I'm just kind of going off because I had somebody today messaging me like, use big boy money. Like, you don't know, fool. You don't know, like, you don't know how much money I'm trading on the side, and I'll never tell you because I'm not a financial advisor. Like, that's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. And number two, I'm teaching people how to trade prop firms, okay? And if you're smart enough to realize that if you could trade a prop firm, you could trade anything, then, you know, I don't have to go out and tell you or show you a Lambo or tell you, like, this is how to make money. Like, come on. I'm not trying to fool anybody. It's stupid. All right, anyways. There's my ramble for the day. Maybe I'll keep going off. Maybe I can get some interaction with you guys. What's up, Deity? I got to reconnect my Wise account. I keep saying that, dude. Hold on. Gosh dang. I still didn't get my debit card. That's right. Well, I try to, Paul. I try. And if I'm ever wrong about anything, I love it when, and I'm not talking about trading strategies or anything like that. I'm talking about in general, just, I love to be, I'm the first that'll tell you when I'm wrong. I'm not saying I'm right about everything. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Christine, I'm trying to preach. No fast track to the top. We all have to climb. Exactly. And, that's why I like a real community. Like, there's a lot of hyped up communities everywhere I go. It's just like, and the other thing I see is I try to keep it real. I try to keep reasonable looking trades that are more realistic. Okay. The truth is when someone's trading 20 accounts at once in front of you and they're making like $20,000 per trade, that's great, because if they actually are, they're emotionally ready for that. Most people aren't actually emotionally ready for that. PW, Smitty's joking. But you know what I'm saying? So like, that's not actually helping you. It's actually hurting you when you're seeing all these hyped up people. And that's why I'm like the anti-hype. Let's keep trading boring. Let's because I honestly believe now, I used to fall into that category. I would try to hype it up a little bit, thinking like, oh, well, it'll help people mentally to like see where they can go. But honestly, like I said right here, if I was able to do this and get it to this block and made $1,400, and let's say it took 2 hours, and I don't even have to be here. I could get in the trade and leave. Like, that should be, for most human beings, plenty. Okay. Now here's the thing. In the Bible, it talks about if you're good with the small. What's the actual verse? What's the verse? I just feel like I was supposed to say this. Someone's going to say it before me. Yeah, check it out. So this isn't like a... Hold on. Actually, I got to get in here. Got to wait. Patience. It says Luke 16:10 through 14. Whoever can be trusted with small things could also be trusted with big things. Whoever is dishonest in little things will be dishonest in big things too. If you cannot be trusted with worldly riches, you will not be trusted with true riches. And if you cannot be trusted with the things that belong to someone else, you will not be given anything of your own. You cannot serve two masters at the same time. You will hate one master, love another, or you'll be loyal to the one and not care about the other. You cannot serve God and money at the same time. The Pharisees and really my whole point was the first line. So whoever can be trusted with small things could also be trusted with big things. So that goes with prop firms. That's some good knowledge. Okay. That goes with prop firms, right? Enter this. Yeah, I'll enter. Because we closed below. It's kind of weak, but it's okay. It's only $750. So the first trade on the PA. But see what I'm saying? Okay, first, I'm the anti-hype, guys. Well, I'm the anti-hype. Maybe it hurts my sales. Maybe I'll make less money coaching and all that kind of stuff. Don't really care. What's up, Tony? So like, if I can be good with the small risk trades, then I could be good with the big risk trades. Or I could stay small and expand my capital, my prop firm capital. I'm talking about me. Thank you, Christine. I've had a lot of thinking in my brain over the years. Really? Top Step did? Ooh, that'd be interesting to watch, actually. See, I watch a lot of these guys for entertainment. I don't diss on any of them. Now there's been several that like, see, here's where they run into problems. They show like their broker statements, which honestly is illegal if they're selling coaching, in my opinion and my lawyer's opinion. I don't show broker statements. I don't show payouts. I don't show nothing. Maybe the way I look at it is if I had to do that to show you that I'm real versus trading live with you, that you just weren't a good fit for me to start with. You know, so I'm building a community of just not boring, realistic expectation, non-hypey, non-get-rich, be good with the small things type group, right? That could potentially do very well. See what I'm saying? That's it. I want to be known as the anti-hyped up realist community. Not me, but the whole community in general that there is. The ones that actually get, well, I have to say me, where I actually get payouts, and maybe other people do too, on their own, not me, not with me. Even Brian Stock, shaking my head, got his payout decline from Apex Sperm, 5 million payout decline. Jeez, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Again, good. I don't know the reasons. Maybe they have a good reason. Okay, I don't know. So just because they got denied doesn't mean it's not legit on their end. I'm not saying it is or isn't. But my thought is, that's literally it, Christine. He got it right away. Good. Amen. My thought is this, like, don't be greedy and just make nice, consistent, small payouts, right? You stay under the radar with these guys, you'll never get denials unless you actually do something stupid. You know, they are trying to get rid of big windfall payments, and I don't blame them. You know, like they just, you know, I think the opportunity is there. But there's a lot of people that take advantage of it, and there's stuff that we don't know. So maybe they are being honest, maybe they aren't. I don't know yet. So I haven't even studied it, and I'd have to watch some stuff on it. My husband saw me using Jericho the other day and said, "Oh, you breaking down walls?" And I told him that's exactly what we're doing. So he gets, yeah, it's so cool. So this is the first trade on the new PA, going well so far. And I don't even know the rule. Like, is it 50% consistency? I haven't traded Apex in so long. I even made a video about it, and I forget. Tony, something strange is happening to me. I was hyped to work on your risk management assignments this morning. No impulse to trade. And I like it because I know I'm on the path to real success. Dude, Tony, see, that's it. Amen. That's freaking fantastic. You know, like, I start seeing people successful as soon as they start hyping it up and getting too attached to the money and too attached to the trades. And I always tell people, and Christine mentioned this the other day, one of my favorite things to tell people is, like, if you get in this trade and your heart starts racing and you're starting to make bad decisions and you're freaking out, like if it's going negative, like if you're like negative and you already felt like you lost, you're probably risking too much. You haven't built up the confidence enough in your trades, right? You haven't traded enough. You haven't back tested enough. I mean, I could promise you that 95% of the people in here probably didn't back test today, probably didn't back test yesterday. Like, to really get good at this, guys, you need to, like, I still back test every single day, and I do this stuff in my sleep. Like, there's nothing, like, I don't even know. I want to learn new stuff because I was an info junkie. I'm not saying, ooh, look at Bob, look, he knows everything. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, not much really interests me anymore as far as trading. So that's a good place to be in because it's boring, right? And boring is what pays. That's what pays you. It's not the hyped up, like, go to the casino, like, woo! And then you see some of these videos on these guys and they're just like freaking out, or they lose and they're punching walls. Dude, they're like literally putting their house on line. You know what I'm saying? Or acting. I don't know which one. Yeah, getting rich, dude. And that's the other thing. Once you get a certain amount of money, it's not that exciting. I promise you. It just looks like another number. You know, it's not even like a big deal. You know. And obviously, I understand if you're like struggling right now. I'm not saying like, ooh, you know, you get what I'm saying. I have to always put out these fires later. To be like, well, it's easy for you to say, because no, it's not easy for me to say. You know how many times I've started out with my back against the wall with a family of 5 kids? You know what I'm saying? Like, You know, I mean, there was times where during my business career, and it wasn't always, "Ooh, Bob makes millions." It was, "Oh my gosh, maybe I need to get this FedEx job and work night shift because like something's going on in the business." Well, that was like in my 20s. But you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to freaking do, you know? Flip stuff. Life ain't always easy. Like sometimes it's great, other times it's not, you know? Kind of rambling a little bit, but you get what I'm saying, right? It is what it is. I'll always say you should have a side thing to support your prop firms because then it even feels even more legit. Like if you had a side thing, like think about it. If you like said, I'm going to flip MacBooks like I do here and there, and whatever I make from that will be my budget for prop firms. Okay. All of a sudden prop firms, one, it's more legit. It's like, oh crap. Well, I just did all those flips. I'm going to take these more seriously. Like it becomes more real, right? Two, it takes kind of the pressure off because now you have a bigger budget to fail, right? So now the last trick to that is focus on A+ setups only. That's it. And be prepared to lose. like this might. We got this block in the way. Hold on, let me look at the 5-minute here. Just look at this. I don't know why it wouldn't go down. We just wicked this, mitigated this block. This 1 hour block has all this to go. We closed below solid here. Like to me, this is A+ setup. As close to what is possible. Maybe B+ because it did touch the 1 hour block. But it's close. You know, it's a good setup. So if I lose this, I don't feel like a freaking loser. I don't feel like, oh, I failed again. You don't have to do the walk of shame out to your spouse and your kids. Or worse yet, you hide it. And now you feel like a freaking loser the rest of the day or week, you know, because you couldn't control yourself. Rinse and repeat. Yeah. When you lose an A+ setup, you're not afraid to take the next one because you backtested it enough to have the confidence in it. That's been my big breakthrough the last week. That's awesome, Christine. Exactly. 100% exactly. You just do the same thing over and over again, but you have to backtest it so you know. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me go to the 5-minute. Just look at this one more time. It looks like we're just bouncing off a 5-minute. It didn't even fill it all the way. Some more reason to go down. There we go. So I'll just hold this because it didn't even fill this all the way. And it took this liquidity. It didn't take this liquidity. I feel like I can go deeper into the block. So I'm willing. So that's what I'm doing. In my head, I pre-game this. You know what I'm saying? So if I lose $750 in this, how will I feel? You know? I've had to do this with several people. Like think ahead of time. If I lose $750, will that ruin my day? You know, is that going to ruin my day? If so, maybe drop it to 375. You know, with 375, would I even notice 375 on a 150K account? I don't think I would. I don't think I'll notice 750. 750 is a little heavier. On evals, I'm risking, you see me, I'll risk like 1,500, 2,000, not even blink, you know, but I have a budget to lose, right? That's one of the tricks. If you're like on your last dime and you're buying a prop firm challenge, like again, because I'm not after your money, like I could care less if you buy my stuff or not. Because I'm not after your money, I'll tell you straight up, if you are broke and you are using your last of your money to buy a prop firm challenge, thinking this is going to fix your financial situation, you're probably not going to be successful, okay? You need to figure out a way to supplement your income. Don't quit your job. Figure out a way to do some side stuff to support this. Look at it as like you're going to college to become whatever that is that you need to go. Like you have your job and you're going to college, unless your mommy and daddy paid for it. And you need to pay for that freaking college tuition, right? That's not going nowhere, right? So what makes you think like, see what I'm saying? So you have to pay for it somehow. So figure that out. Like, and to me, that was like flipping. I still flip stuff. I don't care how much money I've made or make. If I see like oh, there's a MacBook there for 400. I could flip that for 800 and just sit on it for a month. I'm turning my money. I'm doubling my money. Like I've done that stuff since I was 12, maybe even younger, you know? Maybe it's not built for everybody like that. I don't know, but like go look. I mean, you go look on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just telling you straight up. Straight up. You go on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm not saying be the schmuck that just like lowballs everybody, but there's the people listing stuff on Facebook Marketplace. A lot of times they're desperate. They need to pay a bill. They're not looking to get that total price unless they say firm, like whatever. A lot of times they'll let it go for like 25% of what they're asking. And then you just relist it and freaking sit on it. It's not hard to make money. You just have to think outside the box a little bit, you know? So I'm just trying to help you create extra capital to have a bigger budget to trade prop firms, if that's what you want to do. See, yeah, it's Tyler. It's a go-getter right there, man. Beautiful. Beautiful. And like, and just so you guys know, if you don't like my style or whatever, like there's so many trainers out there that you can do. Just do me a favor and find people that aren't hypey and like over risking and stuff like that. The first thing you got to focus on is how much they're risking per trade. Like for real. Like if they're going to blow their account in one or two trades on how they're risking, like just use your brain that I know you have, you know? Because they know if they show they just made $20,000, they're going to get 50 more sales on their coaching program that day. Blowing smoke. Yeah, exactly. That's just all there is to it. I think my reasoning for staying in this trade is very good. It's just we're in boring time right now. I think it could drop. It could lose, and I'd still feel totally comfortable with losing. I'm going to put in my limit order though, my DCA. Let's see, I'll put it right here, just assuming that maybe it'll take this out. And if it does, then it'll give me one more opportunity to get move my entry here and then get out at break even-ish, right? So let me sell it. Here we go, just in case. I got to change this buy stop to 14. This could be, because it hit the 1 hour block below, we could be in the transition where it's actually changing direction, you know? And that's, you got to be okay with that. But here's where you flip it on its head, okay? You flip it by saying, oh, that's awesome, because this is an A+ setup for me to sell right now. If I lose this trade, now I think I know the real direction. Because look at this. All right, I'm not a trend line trader. I'm just showing you like liquidity, right? So there's lots of liquidity up here. So if and when they decide to start breaking up here, now it's like, oh crap, how can I get in this buy? You don't want to get in right away. You got to get excited, be like, oh my gosh, I lost. That means I got all this liquidity to take out. So this one loss can now equate to +5. You see what I'm saying? So you have to like think about this stuff before it actually happens. You don't want to think about it once it gets here. It's already here. Now it's like, oh crap, what do I do? You start freaking out, right? But I still think this is a good trade. So we'll see. Let me read up with you guys. You backtest every day, Smitty? Awesome. Do you use order blocks to trade off of? I do. I do, especially 1 hour blocks. I love fair value gaps out of 1 hour blocks and breaks of structure of blocks on the 1 minute. I started teaching that like years ago, like on my pip stacking secrets. I literally have an order block indicator from like 5 or 6 years ago. Let me actually load it up. That's funny. Pip stacking. Boom. 1,700 people. Dang. What the? Dang, bro. Let me look at that. Okay. Oh yeah. 2022, they were having issues. I can't change. You know what drives me crazy? They literally have to click a link. They just click a freaking link and add it to favorites. Like I have the instructions. Whoa, something's going on in the market. Get excited. All right, so I'll get out at anything negative 100 as a break even. So let me actually pull that up. 14 buy limit, 14 buy limit, 14 buy limit. If I get that opportunity, it looks like it wants to smash up, which means we probably are about to actually go up the rest of the day because it's 1 hour block to 1 hour block. But let me do this. I probably won't need it. Just in case it smashes down real quick. It's most likely going to take us out. But if not, this works about 80% of the time adding a DCA. Notice how it moved my entry to here instead of all the way down there. So this is a way to get out. Then we look for a way to get back in. But that with a move like that, I don't know what time is it, 1:53? I don't know if there's some kind of news going on right now. That was a heavy volume move. But about 80% of the time, it will give us one more opportunity to get out at break even. And for me, anything under on a 750 trade would be like negative 150 or under. On a $1,500 trade would be like negative 250 or under kind of thing. But I would highly doubt it's going to pull back with this big of a candle. That's crazy. Might just lose that one. What abbreviation am I saying? What did it sound like? DCA, dollar cost average. Yeah, Maurice, let's do it, man. That's where it's at. I did get approval from TradingView. I'm going to be adding back testing into Jericho. As soon as they give me the full code, I'm waiting for my GitHub or whatever. So you'll be able to back test back there, keep track of it, share it with people, be on a leaderboard, that kind of stuff. And then once I get all that done, you're gonna be seeing me all over YouTube, YouTube influencer videos and stuff. Because I want to attract those kind of people. You know what I'm saying? I want to attract people that want to be disciplined and all that. That's what I've realized. That's the thing I'm changing this year. I don't want the hypey people anymore. I'm sick of it. And it's my own fault. I used to trade. I used to like sell hyped up kind of strategies because I'm thinking, oh, well, this will get people in, then I can teach them. But like none of those people wanted to learn. They actually just wanted a hyped up strategy. So the more strategies I taught, and then I could get famous on YouTube by just like, I could do a new strategy every day on YouTube, and then I have a bunch of stuff to talk about. I can show you a new indicator every day, but I'm like, dude, if I do that, all my community is going to be like, which strategy should I use of Bob's? You know, they already get upset when I sell a new product. All right, I'm going to break even-ish right there. So that was my small loss versus big loss. Remember, you want to have small losses versus and keep your wins bigger, right? That's one way to do it, is managing your risk properly. Did you see the news that Facebook is going to stop taking? I did. That's insane. Well, there goes all my points, right? That's really stupid because I use my cards to literally, and I get to fly everywhere and draw all my hotels and everything's handled because I use points on it. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. Oh, yeah, thank you, Christina. You rock. Smitty, I guess I will dump TradeZella. Less money I have to pay out a month. There you go. Well, it'll be better than TradeZella. And I'm even going to have, like, I don't know if you saw Chart Champs. I'm doing a different version of Chart Champs. So here's what I'm going to do. You check this out. Nobody's ever done this. Let's say you had a really good back testing session and you're like, you know what? I want to put this out in the community, right? And you could say, hey, I challenge you. So you'll have your own separate leaderboard, right? Let's say you got like 30% in the month of May, right? You can say, hey, try to beat me. And then other people can do the same exact back testing as you. And then there's like going to be a leaderboard for that specific back test. Dude, I'm going to be doing stuff that nobody's ever done. I'm telling you. It's going to be crazy. Just to, we got to make back testing fun, and like we got to figure out how to do that. And it's hard to get traders to be excited about back testing and keeping track of their trades. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, they move great. Ours will do the same. They're using TradingView as well. Smitty. They have to move how that moves, because that shows how it actually would have moved during the live session. Is that only with Jericho, or is it separate? King Solomon called it vanity. Yep. It's, oh no, that's going to be included with Jericho. 100%. So I'm telling you, we're just at the beginning of Jericho. Jericho is going to be freaking, you guys have no clue. It's not just some journal, you know? Like, that's just the beginning. I wanted to get more into like software as a service versus just more information, because of, honestly, because of freaking AI. AI is going to kill a lot of coaches and people who are left behind. But they can't kill community, and they can't kill the human touch, the human need for community. Like, nobody wants to sit in a room with actual real bots and have them fake pretend talk to them and tell them they love them. And like, you're doing so good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need most people need actual humans. We're built like that in general. Until they take over. Yeah, exactly. Just never agree to have them put in your head. Let me look on what's going on here. Oh, by the way, this was my pip stacking indicator. I need to go back and just make this sick. I was going to create point stacking, because pip stacking is basically for Forex. I was going to make a point stacking version and make it way better, but I made this years ago with an ATR. This ATR is sick, by the way it works. And the ATR is the average true range, and it's a really good place to put your stop. Really good place. Like, if you were to... I'm gonna get back test. I've had some people literally just take my advice on using the ATR for entries and use their stops, and look how good it works. I mean, it's stupid, but don't be all hyped up, right? So like, don't be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start doing that because Bob said this was like an amazing strategy. I'm not saying this is an amazing strategy. I'm just saying, if you're new and you're like, whatever, like, it's a good place to put a stop. So if it's a good place to put a stop, then you could kind of like do that, right? So again, not the greatest trade, but it's taking the average true range of the last X amount of candles, right, that you have set up, and it's a good place to put your stop. So ATR is great. A lot of people use ATR, they just look at the numbers on the bottom, but I realize, for newbies, it's just kind of not good for that. So you trade live daily in your community. So what I do, I have coaches that do the mornings, because I prefer to have my mornings to myself, honestly. And I trade mainly Asian and afternoons, because it's boring and it works and it's consistent. Mornings is like too hyped up. It's like, hey, let's go to the casino and roll the dice, and like go hard, and let's try to do the orb strategy. And today it worked, and tomorrow it worked, and then all of a sudden the next day didn't work, and then I have 5 minutes to figure out what to do, or I'm going to blow my account. And you just start over trading and go crazy. It's not made for most people. If I trade morning session, and I do sometimes, it's using bigger stops, and I'm not greedy, and I just take the money that gets it. So yeah, they are the best. So in the morning, we have Coach Bethany, we have Coach Christian, two of the most consistent people I've ever seen in my freaking life. I don't even have to like call them like, hey, where are you? What happened? Like, they've been with me for years. I mean, heck, they have their own, like, some of them don't even like me. They just like them, which is great. This ain't the Bob Beckett show. This is just like, it's my job. The way I look at this is, it's my job to put the most honest, the most legit people in front of my community. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So if I feel they weren't good, like I'm not just pulling anybody in to teach you guys, you know. And Ron's Dream Roper, which is Ron, he said Jericho is awesome. Already feels like Bob Beckett is watching my trades. You know, thank you so much for that, bro. Is it also telling you where it might go? I try to have it not giving. Oh, are you talking about this or Jericho? I'm sorry. Yeah, on a flip, it's basically saying like, hey, this could potentially go up right here. You know, right here on this big candle. I mean, it's just going by the movement, the volume, right? And then, man, this is really crappy. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm never gonna make another fair value gap indicator because I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my people. And Coach Bethany, she started off as a friend and then a student, and then she created her own fair value gap thing. And not thing, amazing indicator. And she has classes with it inside of our group. It's a totally separate thing, and it's amazing. So I was like, you know what? I'm never going to create a FEG because I just don't do that. You know, I create my own and be like, sorry, Bethany, you know, I don't want to do that. But it's a way for her to get compensated for her time a little bit better. And we're going to make that better too, by the way. Like just in general, the classes, like different programs and stuff around that in the future. You know, she's earned it and she's awesome. And I don't even look at her. She's never, like in her brain, in my brain, she's never been an employee. You know what I'm saying? She's just part of the team. She's the family, you know? So that just is what it is. Let's see. But my point is, there's a reason. Like I had one inside pip stacking. I don't even know if it's still there. Yeah, it's called an imbalance finder. But quite frankly, hers is freaking way better than this. Like way better, way better. I love how the price follows it and then stops once it hits. That was genius in itself. Like literally. See, do you trade that daily in your live community? Sorry, I went off on a complete tangent. Artema. So this week I told everybody this is spring break week with the family. So every day I've been in the afternoon, I've been taking off on the members only. Normally, I just started this up. It was 2 to 4, but I realized between 2 and 3, a lot of times we were just sitting on our hands and doing nothing. But we do like doing the end of day. It's kind of like a small version of a New York Open. Like a very lightweight version of a New York Open, but oftentimes we've hit 1 to 20s with it. You know, plenty of 1 to 5s, 1 to 4s, 1 to 6. You know what I'm saying? Like there's decent enough moves a lot of times. So what I've been doing is I go between 3:15 to 4:15. Right? We just hang out, do end of day together. A lot of times we win together. Other times we just sit there and there's nothing that happens, but it's okay. So it gives me time to actually teach because it's in the afternoon. But that's members only, usually 3:15 to 4 or 4:15 every day, Monday through Friday. And then there's days I take off. And I'll always tell you, like, this isn't like every day I'm going to be there because I can't be that guy. Otherwise, it just feels like a job. But I will say 95% of the time I've been there. And I'll try to tell you ahead of time. You know? Yeah, Maurice is awesome too. Yeah, I'm a huge loyalty person and just honest person. And I'm just like, I would rather lose money than steer someone wrong. I'd rather someone not join me in something than they come in because, you know, at the end of the day, like I don't claim to be like, well, I'm a Christian company, but I don't like use God for gain on the front. What I'm saying is I answer to a God, not a man, right? I answer to God, and God, you can't fool God. So at the end of the day, like I feel like I'm blessed in my life based off how I treat people, and I view everyone as God's children. So if I'm lying to you, then I'm basically like doing God wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to be blessed that way. So, and I'm not looking for like financial blessings. I'm not saying like, oh, God's going to bless me financially if I'm honest. No, you should just be honest. I can go on for days about this. I have your classes on my calendar for the entire year. That's so cool, Maurice. Yeah, she's great. You were selling it for $7. Great program. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Eric Osborne. I don't even know if I've seen your name in here before. It's good to see you, Eric. I'm sure you know me though. I'm sure you probably a lot of people bought one of my indicators. So I sold like over I think it was 20,000 pip stacking secrets years ago. And I was never like the guy, hey, jump on YouTube and let's be famous kind of guy. I'm the kind of guy that uses paid ads and just builds my own private communities, and I just always preferred that. But I'm like, at the same rate, it's like, man, I might as well jump on YouTube, hang out with people. Every once in a while, I meet some new people. And by the way, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, or you can go back to Face Tap Boy with the gold teeth. Either way is fine with me. It's like totally fine. Or you could do both. You could have both. There's been times where I would have like my own, like a person that I like I'd have him streaming while I'm streaming. I'd be like, hey, yeah, well, we're both in agreement right now. That's kind of cool. But there's very few people. Like I've gotten over 180,000 in coaching and mentorships over the years. I should have bought there, guys. I'm sorry. I kind of was going off on a tangent, but I think it was important. Yeah, that would have been my move. Anybody buy that? If you did, you know exactly how I think. Darn it, that was stupid. I even had it drawn out like with the little squiggly line thing. Get rid of pip stacking. It's kind of messing with me now. I said earlier, I said if it breaks up here, I'd wait for the pullback and wait for an entry right in here. Like I literally told you. When I was in the construction biz years ago, there was other contractors who always led out with the advertising as a Christian company. They always proved themselves to be crooks. Yeah, it's crazy. I'd rather get people in and then knock them down. Like get people in. I'm just Bob's another one of them scam trader guys, and then you get them in, and then now you're having private messages about Jesus at 2 a.m. That's how I roll. You were selling it for someone to say, bless you with peace and assurance. Exactly, Christine. I'm totally okay. This might help your trading career too if you're a believer or wannabe. I'm okay with whatever happens. He even takes care of the birds, right? Like it's not even have to focus on the money part. Like I don't have to focus on the coaching part. I don't have to focus on the trading part. God just always provides. That's it. Let me see. Okay, I could buy this right now because we just did a G. I got to calculate it though. I got to calculate it, and I don't have to FOMO this. There's always another trade if it doesn't happen. All right, hold on. Let's do 7 micro. Ooh, even better. All right, I'm going to do 7 micro and buy. There we go. Let's see if we catch this. Nice big old stop. Quick move. Hopefully we get some volume. We did get above that liquidity line. Always allow your actions and treatment of others to show that you are a Christian person and or biz. Actions always speak. Exactly, Jim. Yep, exactly. I don't have to call anybody randomly and badmouth them. I could just show by me. That's it. I need my allergy medicine again. Jeez, I took this walk. There's so much people cutting grass today. I get shipments of juice. Look at this. I had it delivered. I got to put it in the fridge. That's my lifeline. I know it's got, what do you call it? Oxalates or whatever you call it. But it makes me feel good, so I don't really care. I just got to go with how I feel, right? Look, I didn't put on a fancy shirt or nothing. I just put on my black Black tea. I don't give a crap. Hey, Bob, I have to drop off. I always enjoy being on and learning something new. God bless you too, bro. Good seeing you, man. All right, let's get a move here. You could maybe take it to this high right here, assuming that it's going to keep going. It's up to you. Or you could take profits at this high. Just up to you. I'm just going to hold it. Let's see if I could add. Actually, I'm not going to be a hero today. That's on the funded. I'm going to take it to, let me see, what would that be? Take it to that block right here. That's it. That's all I need. The bottom of this block. Ring a P-Boy 3370. No, I'm good. It needs to take some liquidity. Yeah, I definitely think it can come up here even, but I'm gonna grab that 700. Started wicking right at that top there. It's all good. I'm okay with that. First trade on the new 150K. Well, second trade. First trade broke even-ish. Got me a little bit negative, and now I'm in positive. So there we go. Good way to start the day. So now, wife. I'm gonna run this till 2:30 today, and then I'm heading out with the family for spring break again. Just wanted to come on, hang out with you guys. I told them I got to at least come on at the 1 o'clock. It's too cold today to go to the beach, but let me mark this up. This nice, beautiful trade. Actually, let me show the whole thing. I like to share this to my Jericho community. If you're not a member of this yet, there's still a way to get it for a whole year for $197 if you didn't do it yet. And the reason I'm kind of rewarding people right now, for people who get proptraderbeliefsystem.com. This is a school community program. Basically, I've never had so many people be so active. Like, look at all these people are active, going through the videos, saying what they learned, all that stuff. And the reason they're doing that is because I'm giving away my $500 program. So you buy a $7 program, you can learn all about mindset stuff and how to pass prop firm challenges with your brain and what's stopping you, right? So you have perfect trading strategy, over trading, killing accounts, faster you lose, the more you make, believe in your trading 100%, how to believe in that. Once you complete all those within 5 days, you either could buy this right away, or you could tell me that you completed it and show me. I could look real quick, and then I will unlock this. And this is a $500 program. This is 7 more videos going over loss aversion trap, strategy hopping, belief system deficit, over trading, deeper into that, revenge trading, FOMO trap, fear pulling trigger. You get all that for free. Now, the reason I'm saying this is inside of this prop trader belief system, which I'll put the link right now. Inside of that, the $7 thing, you don't even have to buy any of the upsells. I'm not, the reason I have upsells, just so we're clear, I like to be very clear, is like these are good programs, okay? But you don't have to buy them, right? But the reason I have them is because I spend money on tons of ads, and it's the only way to be profitable is having upsells like this. That's all there is to it. But inside this, after the $7, there's an option for $197 for the whole year instead of $97 a month. So it's going to save you $1,000. Okay, and that's not marketing crap. That's like it's going to go away, like for real. because I can't keep doing that. But I'm getting enough beta users in to kind of help me and get feature updates and all that kind of stuff, right? So let me actually let me read your stuff real quick. First time on with you. Appreciate your commentary. Super helpful. Hey, thank you so much, Chris, for being here, bro. Appreciate you around, man. It's always good to have good people. What's up, Brian Lando? Papa Lando. Why does the wick cause so much up and down? So the wick, I mean, that's sellers coming in and buyers selling, you know, so there's less supply and less demand or whatever, depending on if it's going down or up. And, you know, when it started wicking in this area, I'm like, okay, are they going to protect this and then potentially sell off lower? Like, what's going on? This is how you trade the chop. So a lot of people, they don't know how to trade the chop, right? I like the chop personally because it's pretty, like, if I lose, I know the direction of the next one. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really affect me negatively. Now, here's things I'll do. I'll draw this block, for instance. Let's go on the 5 minute. I'll draw this block and I'll be like, look, I don't know if this could make it to this block to buy off of without going through. Oh, never mind. I'm going to take that back right now. I almost said something dumb, which happens often. I could take this because it broke this structure. Okay, so I'm still buys. Broke that structure, broke that structure. This is just basic order flow. So if it comes down to this region, I'm going to use my Jericho to send me an alert. It's going to call my phone, all right, and tell me came down to 5 minute block. Look for buys right now. So I could leave, I could go on a walk, I could do my thing. That's the reason I did it. I take a lot of walks. I like to get sun. There we go, Brian. Let's go, buddy. Mark Monfrey, did you take any awesome flips today? He's the flip man. Love it. Joined late due to work meetings, but I did just take a trade to the upside for a band. Yeah, see how we just took it right here. In one now, let's go. You took a 1 minute down here. So he took with our indicator, pulse X, probably right here. Something like that. Worked good for you. Attacking that liquidity. Good job. People are crazy, man. For sure. Oh, show. So it didn't come all the way down here yet. So what I'm looking for now is it to close above here, then pull back. Okay. I'm not buying the high. I'm waiting for some kind of discounted price. I need to pull back. Ugh. I know it's wrong. I need a freaking allergy medicine. Did all today without a single song in the background of my stream. I don't play music anymore because what I found is every time I turn on music, like the viewership just like kind of drops because they'll be like, some will like it, others won't. So then I'm like, look, you put on your own freaking music. And you'll say, well, who cares what people think? And I'm like, well, I don't really care what they think, but then people leave because they're like, some people can't stand like house music and other people can't stand, you know, so they just leave. They go over to good old boy. You know what I'm saying? I just made you think of 5 good old boys. So everybody's plans for this weekend, anything? Sweet. You're good. Look at this. Wife, not yeah, just magically fell from the heavens. Eggs and rice. Am I the only weird one that eats eggs and rice for breakfast? I've been like doing a lot of intermittent fasting. It's kind of it's accidental intermittent fasting. I literally, if she didn't bring me food, I'd forget to eat. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some call it spoiled. I'm just too busy all the time. I'm like constantly thinking. Mark Kennard. So the 5-minute broke structure now waiting for a pullback on the diagonal line. Yep. I wouldn't call it pullback on the diagonal line. The reason I have this, I'm sorry, like, you'll think I'm a trend line trader if I have this. I'm marking up liquidity in my mind, and I'm thinking, okay, what? Let me do it like this. At this point, I'm like, okay, how much? There's a lot more easier liquidity to the upside right here. That just means the price should go up above these a lot faster, and there's more reason to than this little bit. So which line's bigger? This line's bigger than that line. There's a good chance they're going to take out this line because there's more money to be made, right? There's a lot more people selling. If you're faithful over a few things, I'll make you a ruler over many. Amen, dude. That's such a dude. I love it. Thank you. Get outside and get some sun. Ohio is crazy this time of year. What part of Ohio are you from? Spam, eggs, and rice? Amen. I haven't had spam since I was like a kid, though. Huh. Mm. That's so good. Add spam to the mix, yeah. Got a weekend off. Gymnastics for the girl, but baseball and football for the son. Going to be fun. Dude, that's so awesome, Christine. I remember those days. All my sports days with my kids are over, and that was one of the greatest times of my life for sure. Not to get all sentimental. And now seeing them all grown up, it's like, what the crap? That happened quick. That escalated quickly. Now they got real problems. They got 99 problems. Never mind. I haven't eaten yet. Let's see if you are faithful. Isn't it right? Dayton, at least out of Snowbelt. Yeah, I have a good buddy that lives in Dayton, actually. I was from Akron. I don't know if you know that, Mark. Lord have mercy. Sorry, Bethany. Welcome to adulthood. One of the worst hoods. You know, I'll be honest. I don't feel old at all. Like people, you know what drives me crazy? I'm 43, and my friends act like they're freaking like gonna die next week. Like not, you know what I mean? Like I'm not even thinking like that. I'm like, how can we go like get healthier and feel better? Like every day. That's all I do. I'm like, how can we just feel good, enjoy life? Um, I'm not. I don't do good with negativity, and I just don't do good with it. I don't know. Negative. Like I flee from it, man. I can't even handle it. It makes me just like, what's wrong with this person that they think like this and they want to act like this? And like, man, I felt so bad. Well, I told that story the other day. My son's friend was lifting weights, and I was out walking out the door, and I spotted him and I outbenched him in front of his girl on accident. I wasn't even thinking. I felt so bad. I still remember the girl. Still remember the girl was like, as I'm lifting this thing, she's like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, yes. I did that. By the way, I'm setting up a certain person in here to say, "Oh, he's so strong." I'm always setting up the next person to say something. What's his name? Not Diddy. I'll be nice. Smitty. You said that. I do remember. I just knew how. Yeah, yeah. I know that. Did you get hit by that meteor, Mark? Yes, right, left, right, left. Yeah. Mark is actually Superman. Well, he's Clark Kent right now. He got hit by that meteorite. That was really That's crazy. I watched a video and heard all the booms. Outshining kids. He goes, man, I want to be like you when I grow up. He was 20. I'm like, dude, you got like a six pack. You're looking great. Just keep doing what you're doing. He was struggling on that, though. I'll tell you that much. Well, I'll go, like I literally will go hang out with like five, six, seven of my teens. We'll just all go to the gym. It's just fun. Create good habits. Show them you go when you don't even want to go, when you're having a bad day. Listen, I thought I was going to look outside and see Jesus with the boom. Yeah. I hear you. There's been times I thought I heard actual trumpets. I think I maybe was on something, but this is years ago. I'm not on anything anymore. Long time ago. But I'd be like, Jesus? And I'd run outside like, what was that? I think it was like a car horn or something. Oh, here we go. Start smacking. There we go. Yeah, I hear them sometimes. I literally will go outside and be like excited, but like oh. Then have you ever heard that? All right, this is a weird thing. Just saying. Have you ever heard something and actually checked to make sure people weren't like raptured? I'm not even kidding. There was a couple times this happened in my life where I'm like, oh crap, I was like left behind. I'm not even kidding you. Lots of weird situations like that. I'm like, oh no. And I'll be looking around the house and I'm like, what? Maybe they were left behind too. So then I would check. I'd be like, is there cars? And I'd be like, wait a second. And I would call somebody I knew for sure. I'd be like, dude, this guy's definitely saved. I'd be like, all right, what's up, man? I'm like, all right, good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, geez. Us. Wow. I did too the other night. Legit heard trumpets. Jim Carrey hologram in the sky. That's his next gig. Sky Jesus. Dude, Jim Carrey, man. I don't know. That had to be a fake Jim Carrey recently, right? I was almost a pastor. I mean, I was 4 weeks out from being a pastor. I was in the ministry for 9 years. More power to them, though. I couldn't just stay in one church. I'm too ADHD. If I would be anything, it'd be more like an evangelist, just straight up like going places and stuff. Call him Pastor Troy. It's a loud noise when things break the sound barrier. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I just got a call. Let's hear. Let's hear what Jericho just did. I didn't even do my trade yet. Okay. Thank you, Jericho. Love you long time. Now you don't want to just get in the buy. You need a reason to get in the buy. That was just the first thing, right? Maybe a candle close at least. So that was trade number one. I'll wait on the close of this one to make sure it's bullish. Don't have to rush it. Got to calculate. So you got to wait. 640, we'll go a little more. Jericho told me to do 750 risks, so that's what I'm doing. I think I'm going to play some video games with the kids today. Spend time with them kids while you still got them. I don't know who needs to hear that. Just telling you. Before you know, they're out of the house living 1,000 miles away from you. And now you got his memories. Do it while you can, even if you don't want to play video games or hang out with them or do something. Like, freaking do it anyways. Just shut up and do it anyways, because you won't have it. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, time is flying by. Not to be all depressing, but it's that can't be more real with you there. Come on, get up here. If it comes up here and closes, I'm in. I appreciate everybody on here, guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Love to have you on the team, in the crew. It didn't come up here. I want to see momentum. If it comes up there without closing now, I'll take it because that candle I like. All right, we're going to buy now. A little bit risky, but whatever. It either turns here or it doesn't. If it turns here, like I said, if it turns here, we put our stop in a place where if it does turn, it's most likely going to go down. That's how you trade the chop. It's just going to go up and down unless it actually wants to take out this high, which would make more sense because if you look, I'm going to get the whole path thing out. Oh, wait, let me set my DCA, my dollar cost average. I need a better word for that because I don't even know if that's the best word for that. But if it comes down here, buy, and we'll do a 16 cell stop. We already got out of one. We already got out of one bad trade today. So it comes down here. It might get us out of another. But we're just managing risk. We're professional risk managers. That's it. Let me see here. I'm out for the day. Took some wins, overtraded, took some losses, immediately went to my belief system course. Let's go, Christina. I'm glad you had it. It's something I wanted to make for years, honestly, but I just never took the time to do it. I spent more time on Proud Trader Belief System than I think I've done anything ever in my life, maybe. I think it was 2,500 slides or something total. I lost count between all of them. For the DCA, I just put about 80% of the stop. I use the same size as my initial risk. And then I make my stop 16. If it comes down here and stops me, I'm out barely any extra risk. Usually I count for it in my original trade. So I'm not even adding extra risk, essentially. It's like what I would have lost. It's like the max I would have lost anyways. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, if I'm risking like, if I want to risk like 850-ish to 900, I'll just risk 750. Put this here just in case it hits, then I only lose the 850 to 900 or whatever, right? And, or what happens about 80% of the time, I need to like actually go prove that. I say that a lot. It just feels like 80% of the time, maybe even higher, honestly. It'll come down, tap this. See, notice there's a block right here, right? This is a low. This is the last down before up. Had a nice structure break. To me, this is a strong 1 minute block, if there's such a thing. So there's a good chance it could come down here, and if it did, there's a great chance it'll bounce off that block before smashing down and ruining your life. So if it comes down here, touches it, it'll move your entry down, and then you get out at break even. And then you wait for further proof of momentum. I just sit on the sidelines and watch that last win dang work. Oh, it's okay, bro. There's another trade, man. You're good. And that's good for you, too, to experience that, you know? Jim says, I agree because I tell everyone that since my daughter has been in heaven for the last 14... Dude. Stop, bro. Oh, my gosh. You're trying to make me freaking tear up, Jim. I'm so sorry about that, brother. I just can't even imagine. That's not even fair. Man. Mm. Always another trade. Yep. Look at this. What's going on now? All right, so let's see if this happens in real time. It happened once today already where we got out of bad trade. So we're up one win, a nice win, and then a break even, then a nice win. And let's see if we can get another break even. Or if it doesn't hit that, we'll just let it hold. But that movement, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, dude, ugh. I'm not crying, you're crying. Exactly. Now, if this comes back up in this area and I'm under negative 200, I'm getting out. And then I'll wait again. I'll re-enter if it breaks up. Okay? Just put here for an emergency, just in case it like goes crazy. Modify. And honestly, another skill that I've developed over the years is, all right, so I'm taking that as a break even. Now I'm going to re-enter. So 2 break evens and a win, right? I'll re-enter here if it comes up here. See that? Let me recalculate. I think it was it 8? So that's 2 times it basically happened. It didn't go all the way to my thing, so I guess I can't call it that, but same concept, right? If it goes that deep into your stop, there's a good chance it might be reversing, but the market usually gives you one extra like pullback to get out. That's like the secret. If there's a secret. Look, I didn't even put on my good black shirt today. This is just my workout. It's all wrinkly. I just don't even care, guys. Whatever. I'm Steve Jobs in it up. I have so many black shirts. Oh my gosh. You walk in my closet, it's like a whole row of black tees. I save probably a couple hours a year just doing that alone. I said I was going to get off at 2:30. I'll get off at 3. I get off at 3. Having a good time today. Exactly. See how you had the one chance to get out? Now, let's do it like this. Sometimes you get more than one. Our DCA was like right here. So it comes down and tags that and comes back up to here. You would, it's still a good move, but you just got to be careful. So I just heard if Michael Pilkington is on here. I want to congratulate Michael Pilkington if you're on here this call, because Michael started a one-on-one with us. Was it 3 weeks ago? And he is now funded $400,000. He passed 250K challenges and 250K challenges. He's funded 400,000, and he just started with me and my son. So just so you know, there's levels to this game. I have a 30-day thing, and I'm not pitching right now. I'm just telling you so you guys aren't confused, because I know there's like a lot of moving parts. You come on here for free. That's totally fine. Me, I needed mentorship. I paid 180 grand for mentorship in years of my life figuring stuff out. I believe in mentorship to this day. If there was something I didn't know, by the way, this would have hit DCA. If it came back up here, I would have got out break even. But it already came down pretty deep, so you got to be careful. Now, I have a 30-day program, which I'm having a St. Patrick's Day sale right now. You hit me up. Actually, you can hit me up right here. So, support at SolomonTrading.com. Let's make it simple. Hit me up there if you're interested in my my program, or you could text me. But I have that with my son. The whole goal is to get you funded. But the problem is getting funded once you learn how is easy. Keeping it and getting payouts is a whole nother game. So then I have the next level where that's where I have literally you and Coach Bethany and Coach Christian and my son all in a group. I'm just now adding my son, just so you guys know. It's part of the new structure. I can't add my son to all past groups because I didn't pay for him to do that. Okay, so just be clear. I had to be transparent. And I have 6-month, 12-month, and lifetime. So depending on how much you want to do, you can do it, right? Actually, the best thing is SolomonTrading.com coaching. And I'm not going to get you on a call with. I'm done with this for life. Just so you guys know, you're never going to be jumping on a call with a sales guy again, ever. It's going to be me somehow, and like I'll just make less money. It's just never going to happen. You can go here if you guys want to fill out a coaching application. So you're not going to like get messaged and be like, "Hey, would you want to?" And you jump on a call and book a call, and then boom, you know that I'm going to sell you a high ticket thing. You just message me, dude. It's fine. It's all good. I like your trading strategy. I've been implementing it when I trade alone. That's awesome, Tommy. That shows a lot about you. If you could do it by yourself too, that's great. By the way, let me add this trade. I never added this freaking trade. Let me get rid of that. Let's do this. I'm going to add this to Jericho. Oh, come on, allergy medicine, kick in. Add trade. Oh, I got to add a new account too. By the way, I update this every day, and like small little things like editing, archiving, deleting, like just small little things you don't even realize. And you can search your archive now. Now I got Apex 150,000 funded with you guys. Oh, that is right there. And then you say Apex 150,000, and I don't know, what's the max trailing drawdown on this? Is it 4,000? Drawdown type, end of day, max daily limit. Was there max daily on Apex? Scott, my bestie. My bestie. Have you turned on me yet, homie? It's crazy seeing loyalty in the end. That's the greatest part about everything is God will come in your life and reveal things and kind of clean out the mess, and it's your job to either like freak out and lose everything or realize, wow, God's just cleaning house, you know, and showing you who your real people are. See what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like a positive thing, like, oh my gosh, thank you. And I got to say this, James 1, my favorite part of the Bible. Okay. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds. Be excited. Be happy when you're facing problems. Why? Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. This is God literally working on you and working in your life and weeding out problems and weeding out evil. And this is your opportunity to focus on the good things in your life and what to get rid of, right? Clean house, right? And become patient. And this goes with trading too, guys. Not to freak you out about, you know, whatever you believe in. Okay, this is good words. Think about your trials, your evals, right? You're taking so many Apex challenges. You're facing so many trials of evals. You know, the testing of your faith. You have belief in your trading strategy, your A plus setups will produce perseverance. Let perseverance finish its perfect work. Well, I kind of jumped the gun there. It's work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything, right? I'm watching views go down. I love it. So I'm kind of honing in on the people that care about this. It's all good. I'm almost done. If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt. This is a problem for some people. Some people just need to ask for belief, ask for faith, ask God to show you and help you believe more, because you're not going to believe fully until you got to pray. You got to ask God for things. So because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea blown and tossed to the wind, that person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. Anyways, so all I really wanted to say with all that is just be happy when you're facing trials, because God literally has his finger on you in your life, in your situations, in your problems. It doesn't mean life's going to be super easy, okay, after this, but you have to trust in God that he will get you through this, right? And you will have more wisdom through each situation, okay? I don't know why I was supposed to share that, but I did. Okay, there we go. And to those who don't believe, it's just wisdom in general. Like, it's all good. It's all good. Call it what you want. Back to this. I got ADHD. I think there's a daily loss limit on Apex. I don't remember. I'm just going to put it for now. And I'm going to add a trade. Watch how fast this is. Add trade. This was what was this one? What do we do here? This was a 3-minute, I think. 3-minute FEG right here. See that? 3-minute FEG. So 3-minute FEG coming out of a 1-hour block. Yes, and faith comes from hearing and reading the word. Absolutely. And you know what? Like prayer, I was talking to somebody the other day. The more you pray, the more you give God the opportunity to answer prayer. If you don't pray, you'll never be able to see answered prayer. See what I'm saying? Just sent payment for 101. Hey, what's up, Kevin? Kevin, where did you even send it? Hold up, Kevin. Oh, man. Hold on, let me see a second. We're going to get there, guys. What's up? I don't want to forget about somebody right here. I'm getting a lot of people hit me up. So today's date, I'm going to do the 3-minute FEG, 1 hour. And then you answer the questions. You set up these questions yourself. Did it hit the 1-hour block? Did it invert the 3-minute fair value gap? Was there a lot of liquidity to take out for the take profit target? MNQ. Setup. 3-minute FBG. Rate wrist was 750. Made, it was like 800. Cool. Not going to put the entry price. So price came down to 1-hour block. Started breaking structures up on the 5-minute. There was a 3-minute FVG. Took it for a little over 1-to-1. There. Save. Paste this right here. Boom. I'm going to add the trading journal. Now, this is the most important part, guys. On WAP. Okay. Dang, I just realized there's like 3 people that joined. Holy cow. I got to get with all you guys right after this, and all prior students. And all prior students is getting an additional 5 days that are still in their 30-day, like I said before, because of these trials that God is blessing me with right now, so I could have joy about it. Let's see. Did you feel any pressure to lock in the $800? No. So be honest with these, because it's going to help you in the future. It's not here. I don't know. It's not it. That's not it. Nope. Go. I'm almost done. Where are you going? I don't. It's in the room. How did your mind? We're taking my son to like this neurological thing. It's like really helping him a lot. How did your mindset during this trade feel different compared to those high stress days where you ended up over trading? Felt great. House money, justify lower quality trade. No, only A plus. Okay, so I'm honest with it, and then I highly recommend that you share it to community. So just boom, has AI help you do that, and then boom, it's shared to community. You could literally go in here and look. Clean 3-minute FVG plus 800, and I can see Smitty, clean 1 hour block plus 381. Smitty, clean 1 hour block for 650. Brian, the Papa Lando, A plus setup delivers big gains. There was me yesterday. And that's it. So let me see if there's anything else happening here. She finally closed below there. So let's just look what's happening. 5-minute did not close. So I'm still buying. See that? Very simple. Here's the 5-minute. It wicked. Let's look for an entry on this buy. Maybe I'll get one more entry in with you. Actually, right here. On this close, I could buy. Let me just put it down here. 42 point stop, limit order. Go for these highs. Stop here. 9, that's good. If it closes up here, I'll get in. So you can select all and forward it to the new. Did you not get a new one yet? If so, we missed you. I'm sorry. Hold up. So it didn't close, but if it comes back up here, I'll get in. Okay. Roger, what's up, Roger? How you doing, brother? Yes, sir. Mark Kennard says, I witnessed my own miracle today. God got a letter from the IRS, and they wanted 20K for the last 3 taxes. I finally called after a couple months, and the IRS said, oh, yeah, you did already pay. Thank God. Praise God, man. All right, this is like a little risky. We're hoping that it pushes past this too, but if it does, this is where you see rockets happen. So I want to see a good close here. It needs to come like up here. Just, I'm gonna wait. I'm calculated. I'm not a psychopath. I'm not FOMOing. I'm not crazy. Blah, 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 blah. 3, 2, 1, and close. Boom. There we go. Now I'm gonna set up my DCA limit. There we are here. Put 80%. Calculated buy. Make sure. And I'm going to do an 18 cell stop. Right here. So if I comes down here, I have an opportunity maybe to get out. Let's see if this one wants to go. If this one goes, we're good today. On here, I'm using Trade of 8 with TradingView. This is what I do in front of everybody. Wow, no, awesome boss, beautiful. Right. Can we get a rocket out? Let's get a rocket out. Maybe that'll help. I want to see it come all the way. Edwin, what are you using? You're welcome, Edwin. Good to see you, buddy. All right, now I'm going to hit up Brian. Let's see. I'll tell my assistant to make it right now. 1 second. Please set up folder for Brian Londo. Papa. There. Come on. Now, I don't want to see some stupid retest type thing on the stupid trend line. I want to see a freaking rocket. Come on. You got to be careful if you're in any kind of like live trailing, because it can come up here and then come all the way back down. Now you're negative, you know. We have liftoff. I really want to see it get past this. We get past this like with a nice close, I think we're good. But we'll, you know, we'll see. I want to hit this to end the day. That'd be sick. Actually, it could actually go for the whole thing. Ultimately, it could. That'd be a really good end of day. Do I not have enough excitement? Should I be like freaking out? Like, yeah, oh my gosh, oh, we're so good. I'm like, just another day in the neighborhood, right? Just another day. Engage afterburners. Is that what you needed? That's not bad on the funded. Not bad. Now, this is where you could decide, you know what, I'm just going to take profits right here, or you can do whatever you want. I'm probably just going to have this right here, just if in case it liquidates these highs, this double top, basically. Almost a double top. And I'm just going to take profit. It basically did. Oh, I didn't even hit it. Dang it. Oh, well. 1200 on that one. Let me add that to the good old Jericho. It can keep going, but I'm on my funded, and I'm just trying to get that sucker up. So what are we at today? What are we at today? We're at 1500 for the day profit on the funded. I think if I do that for like 4 more days, we can get out a nice big old payout together. Congratulations, you could be first. Let's get it, buddy. Do me a favor, guys. Let's put that we profited today over here. And by the way, guys, trust me. Spend $7 and get Prop Trader Belief System. Join my community that way. Going to be the best thing you could possibly do for yourself. What's up, T? Ty, T, Low? I definitely believe in a lot of supply and demand concepts for sure. For sure, brother. David Rowe, done 1400 on that dude. Let's go, David Rowe. Let's go. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. 800 for you can be first. That's beautiful. Nice. Did you get that one, Tyler? I told you there was another trade in there. Best $7 I ever spent. Appreciate you, Christina. You rock. But why don't we do this? Can we do this, guys? Here's my free community. You can come in here if you want. Solomon Trading. It's school.com/Solomon trading. You could join this. Inside here, I'd love if you profited today. Let's see. Let me know how you did on today's live trading with me. All right. Let me know below. Boom. And we're going to do announcement, live. I'm like all about like complete transparency. I like to show everything. Post. So if you could do me a favor, guys, this helps me out, helps you out. You know why it helps you out? Because you'll be having a down day and you'll be like, dang, all these other people won. So there's an issue with my mind probably. And then you need prop trader belief system. It's like a tongue twister sometimes. By the way, I am doing a giveaway. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a giveaway to one person who comments on here, posting their results. Whether you win or lose, whether you win or lost. If you're on the live trading, I want to reward somebody for winning today. And what I'm going to do is there's a sale going on with Top Step. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do Apex. I'll do an Apex 50K. Apex 50K. Actually, I'll do... Let's see. Let me think here. Thank you, Randy Ford. Let's go. By the way, if you're not a part of my monthly community, you can join at solomontrading.com. Join my community, my premium community at solomontrading.com. I need to put like a whole list of all my stuff because this is how my ADHD brain works. My apologies. I'll be like, hey, go buy this thing. Oh yeah, I have this thing over here that does this. It's like if I had like a map that I could show you, that'd be helpful. Obviously, I think all my one-on-one spots are filled now because I had 5 available. Congratulations, Brooke Doyle. So no more spots unless you were already in conversation with me. I'll consider it. Or just come up with a sob story, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Can you give me your Instagram? Beautiful. And I'm so blessed to have you guys. You guys are awesome. 410 on day trading live. Best part, just trusting setups, follow the strategy. Praise God. That's awesome, Tony. 700 today on Lucid and 350 on Tradeify today. Let's go, Charlie. Charlie killing it. Mark Monfrey, trade's still open because Mark is he's the master of holding for some reason. He just is really good at holding trades. Like he'll flip a trade. He'll flip. He loves the PulseX cloud flips, and he just holds and holds and holds and holds. Edwin made some money on options thanks to you. Let's go. Hey, Edwin, congrats, bro. Brooke has been killing it. Super proud of him. Man, I see that. Brooke is awesome. Brooke is awesome. 7,700 today, Coach B. Now, Brooke, is that on your funded? Did you end up getting your payouts? Like, you don't have to say it, but I'm just like, that is why I do what I do and why Bethany does what she does and all the coaches. Like, literally, when we see that kind of stuff, we celebrate each other. We'll go in the group and we're like, look at what happened. Beautiful. Brooke, did you have a big payout? I just want people to see what's possible. Oh, you're good. You're good. No, they're a lot. People are allowed to, dude. People are allowed to say whatever they want. I'm just not allowed to say what I make or do. People are like, why don't you show your brokers? And it's like, because I enjoy having my family and not going to jail. That's why. Waiting on $50,000 from Apex. Let's go, Brooke. And you had 7,700 times 5 today for tomorrow. Another $8,000, $40,000. All right, see you guys. But let me ask you, Brooke, was it always like that? Or did you have to kind of start smaller and get to where you were? Oh, take profit trader, you're golden. Good job, brother. That's money in the bank. Yeah, they will. Joined late today, but caught that last trade for $1,400. You're welcome, David Rowe. Good job, buddy. Yeah, so Apex is having a sale right now. I'll give away. I was hoping to get a lot more people talking, but you know what? You guys are awesome. It's the awesome trade at the end of the day. Bob made 680 on that trade, turned a negative day into a positive. Let's go, man. Go take that and enjoy the rest of your day. You know what I mean? Don't give it back. Enjoy it. Know that you're profitable and nobody can take that away from you. You're still struggling but getting better. Well, if you get both of those payouts, that's $90,000. That's amazing, brother. Good job. Yeah, that's what I tell people also. They always want to see my payouts. Yeah. As soon as we start showing money, and this is kind of crazy, as soon as we start showing money, that's when you get regulators and all kinds of people on your butt. Like, because then we're basically saying, well, if we could do it, you could do it. What I'm showing you guys, and this is what I always stick with, is how to pass profit and challenges. That's demo accounts, and I can never promise you'll make a dime. That's it. So like, pardon me for not being super hypey, but I like I like my freedom and I don't like bars. I don't want to go to jail for being too open, you know? So, and honestly, if I have to fool you, or not fool you, if I have to show you money for you to make money, you're just in a money game, you know? Period. So it's not good for marketing, but, you know, I'm not looking to attract everybody. So it is what it is. Orange is not my color. Right. Exactly. You'd be good in jail, though. You wouldn't be like, you'd be a tough one. I think you could handle your own in there. Bob, have you tried the wealth chart? And I haven't tried that. Do you like it, David? My word, look at this rock. Yeah, does it keep going? Oh my God. Look, this is what I said. I literally had this marked up. This is the liquidity. Look at you guys, man. Who held that? Mark's like sitting there like, I'm rich. Mark's like holding it. So here, all right, here's one last learning lesson of the day. Okay. There wasn't even an inkling in me saying, oh, I wish I would have held it. Look at all the money I lost by not getting it. That's not, you can't think like that or you're going to screw up. You're going to mess with your head. You have to be 100% satisfied right here. Like, oh man, I made this much money. I don't know how much I even made on that. What was it? Jeez. I think I had 400 in there. So I made 1100-ish on that account, on that trade. And I'm totally good. Like I'm good with that $1,100. Again, you have to go back, you have to take a step back and think about how hard is it for you to make $1,100. Now, some people are freaking rich, I get it. But like for most people, the majority of people, they're going to have to work like 2 weeks to get $1,100. You know what I'm saying? So be happy that you did that, you know? Awesome, Roger. Great man, great job. Is it Rogel? I'm gonna mess. I know I'm messing it up or something. Tony L. This process is sustainable chasing, etc. Isn't exactly. Gamblers always end up losing in the end. There's like they always end up losing somehow, right? So this ended up being a potential 5.78 so far, and guess where it's heading? The other hour block. And by the way, it's wicking that 1 hour block. So on the hour close, which now at that time you won't be trading anyways, at 4, you come back and you check it. If you want something to set an alert for, here's another little tip. If you want something to set an alert for, set it for 4 o'clock and come back and be like, did it wick this close? If so, let's look for sells. Very simple. Okay? That's a little tip that can make you, help you pass prop firms. Little tip. Roger. Okay, I thought you were Roger. You're one of the 101 students, right? I can't see your actual name. It just says Rajali Roja. It's like a username. Can you just do a quick overview on the setup of that trade and what you were looking for? Absolutely, I'll do that for you. Let's see. 1 hour block hit down here, right? 1 hour block was hit. The first move happened here. You could have entered here and kind of just, it would have went sideways, right? Then because on the 5-minute, we started breaking structures back down, I actually took a sell. We broke even. And like, okay, maybe it's going deeper into the block because that's the whole sell until you can't sell anymore. Oh, you're not? Okay. I have another Roger that literally has like your very close name. Yeah, took out the buy side liquidity. Absolutely. Kedar. So then guess what happened? We got a break back up. This was an internal break, so it was less strong, but it was a break at that. We had an internal break right here, and then you had liquidity above. How do I recognize liquidity? It's simple. It's a trend line. That's one way. That's the easiest way to see it. There's all this above here. Retail traders are taking sells off this, and they're putting their stop above it. So we got to think like the institutions. Where are people that are willing to buy contracts at a higher price? Well, they're above all these areas. All these areas, including up here. It's probably going to keep going. and they're offloading all the cheap contracts that they bought down here from those people's stops or sell limit orders, etc., right? That's basic liquidity, supply and demand 101, right? So we had the all the proper things to get a rocket. That's why I put the rocket out, because I'm like, well, we have all the liquidity above. They took almost everything below already, and then we're getting the entries. So where was the entry? I took this one off. This liquidated this, and I saw a little 1 minute break right here. Got in with a little 1 minute break. Boom. Took it up, and then where do you target? You target liquidity, right? Now, in my case, I'm like, well, it's been choppy lately. We don't always get rockets. We're not in rocket season right now, but we did today. That's fantastic. I just took liquidity of this, you know? And you'll be able to watch this as much as you want on YouTube. It's on YouTube, right? Hopefully that helped you, buddy. You're welcome. That makes sense? Now I gotta show this to Jericho, then I'm off. I'm gonna bounce. Bounce. Dude, stop grabbing that, Bob. Actually, I'll just grab the whole thing. Boom. Actually, I want to show the whole thing. Hold up. And Kevin, don't worry, I'm getting with you, buddy. And just so you guys know, again, if you're in conversation with me about one-on-one, the 30-day, I will honor it, but I have to shut it off. I literally have to shut it off because I don't have enough manpower to get to all of you if I keep doing too many. So I have to cap it off each week. Make sure to subscribe. Let us know. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Christina. All right, here we go. That was a 1 minute. 1 hour plus BOS. Did it have 1 hour? Did it hit the 1 hour block? Yes. Did it break the structure up? Yes. Did it enter on the close or break? Yes. Was there liquidity above? Yes. A plus setup. That's good for the data. Looking back, back test, breakout. Man, I should be showing my fill codes. I don't even know what you're talking about. 1 minute BOS out of 1 hour block, whatever, because I'd already hit the 1 hour block before. 750 made, let's just call it 1200, call it a day. Price came down to 1 hour block, started breaking structures up, going sideways on the 5 minute, broke structures back down on the 5 minute, broke structure back up on the 5 minute, and the chop came down for my perfect entry with a 1 minute BOS targeting liquidity to the upside. We took out all the buy side liquidity for a massive win. It was fantastic. Right, boom, save. Just join. The real deal is here. Appreciate you, Roger. Appreciate you, brother. And we're gonna go right here. Boom. Where's my freaking? Hold on. Zeit. Copy. The kids are waiting for. I told them I was gonna be done at 2. I just kept going. I was a little late, so I felt bad. It's okay. How did you feel mentally while waiting for the clarity to emerge? Were you tempted to jump in early? No, I was patient. I could turn this off, but you could just skip it as well. I should have a skip button on here. But I want you guys to do it for your own sake. So maybe, I don't know, whatever. What was different about your mindset during the 5 minutes chop that allowed you to sit on your hands this time? Nothing. I'm perfect. I got to stop being so sarcastic with it. I should be serious, right? Was there something specific about the way price hit that 1 hour block that made it easier? Nope. It followed my rules. I'm past all that. I'm numb. I could care less. All right, there we go. Share trade. Let's go. By the way, let me check. Let me do the giveaway before I forget. Let me check. Where's that? Did it not submit? Oh, there we are. Clean 1 minute BOS, 1 hour break. Let's look on the weekly leaderboard, by the way. We got me. Oh, that's activity. Journal. So we got Ron McLean, Tyler, me, Smitty, Alex, Christine, Brian on the leaderboard for the weekly. And profit, I'm winning. Yay. I got you, sucker. Brian, I'm beating you. That's for the week. How about the day? 2,000 plus. Okay. Let's go. We got 1343 for Papa, 1,000 for Smitty. And this isn't everybody. People could choose to not show results. Got me in the lead, 31,080. 15,620 from Ron, 6,642. Christine. All right, guys, we're killing it. We're killing it. I'm not showing Alex down here or Kevin. I'm hiding this. Hold on. I feel bad now. I'm showing that you're doing. Maybe you're just not logging everything, right? All right, Bethany, God bless you. See you later. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, go live every day around 1 p.m. Try to get there at 1, but, you know, life's life. I'm going to go head out now. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. God bless you. Thank you so much for being a part of my community. Appreciate every one of you. God bless. Take care. Beck it out. Peace.